So if you want to know what I did wrong to put on weight, then keep on watching. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing well. If you're new to my channel, hey, how are you? I hope you're okay. My name is Sergine, but you can just call me Serge. My channel is about motivating you to become the best version of yourself. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave a comment, and also follow me on my social media platform so we can keep in touch. So today's video is about my weight gain journey. Yeah, I feel like on YouTube, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people talk about their weight loss journey and we hardly talk about our weight gain journey because it's something that we're not proud of, it's something that we're ashamed of. At the same time, I feel like you can't really fix a problem if you don't really look back into what caused the problem. So I feel like it's very important for me to share the bad habits and the things that I did wrong that made me put on weight. If you don't know already, I've been doing intermittent fasting for the past 4 months and I've lost about 8 kilograms. I believe that's about 17 pounds. I've done that and a lot of people have been asking me about it and I really want to share it with the world. But at the same time, I feel like there's no need for me to share it if I don't tell you what I did wrong or what made me get into that place in the first place. So that's why I am sharing this with you. And also a quick disclaimer, I am not this person that wants to be skinny, that wants to be size 6 or size 0. Like, I love to be thick, okay? I love the way I look. I don't have a problem with anyone that looks slimmer. I think every shape is beautiful and I am just one of those people that happens to be thick and I embrace it. The issue with me is just that I feel like I've put on weight. I'm not longer where I used to be. That's why I want to lose weight and just feel good and feel the best version of myself, because obviously I've put on weight and I don't feel like I can function properly. I feel a bit heavy. I was feeling a bit tired. I'm not one that wants to, lose too much weight. So if you're looking to become very, very thin, I don't know if this is for you, but I just want to lose a bit of weight just so that I can feel myself again. So that was just a quick disclaimer. The first thing that I'm gonna say caused me to put on weight was moving to the UK. Okay, I know that sounds like a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, it was a blessing. But moving into the UK was the beginning of my journey on gaining weight. If you don't know already, I'm from Congo. So I moved here in 2005 and the thing is, I lived a good life in Congo. So it's not even a case whereby I never used to eat properly when I was back home, and when I got here I became very excited, right? Because when people show adverts of Africa on TV, you just think all Africans are poor. Like, I was okay, I lived a comfortable life, I ate what I wanted to eat, I lived a decent life. But the issue was that in Congo, most food are fresh. They're not processed. Literally, if you want chicken, you can just go to the farm, get a chicken, kill it and eat it. Like, it doesn't have to go through a process to become chicken. So if you want to eat, I don't know, vegetables, you can just go in your back garden and get vegetables and cook it. So I feel like the food in Congo was fairly healthier than the food that I was eating when I came to the UK. Also, I feel like, stuff that we have access to in the UK, snacks, ice cream, sweets, biscuits, just all these things. In Congo, they're luxury, okay? I remember going to Congo last year. I wanted ice cream, a vanilla ice cream, and I went to an ice cream place and it was like $10 for a small pot of vanilla ice cream. And I was just thinking, what? How can you sell this for $10 when I can buy 10 big packs of vanilla ice cream in Tesco's? Like, it didn't make sense to me. But these stuff are like luxury back home. So you don't really get access to buying unhealthy stuff because you can't afford it. In Congo, you won't use $10 to go and buy ice cream. It doesn't make sense. So I feel like when I came to the UK, I had more access to unhealthy stuff like pizza, burgers, chicken and chips, McDonald's, all these things. Didn't have access to it in Congo as much. So when I came here, it was just like a different story altogether. So I feel like moving here played a huge role in me putting on weight because I was just eating anyhow. But to be honest, one thing about me is I thank God that I don't have a sweet tooth. So chocolate, biscuits, sweets, drinks, fizzy drinks, all these things I don't really get excited about. I'm more into savories. So I don't really like sweet stuff, and I am so lucky because imagine if I loved chocolate. Girl, my weight journey would have been a different story altogether. Another thing that I feel like has made me put on weight is just life events. Like, I'm an emotional eater, okay? Every time I'm stressed, every time I'm dealing with something I eat, I find comfort in food. I come across strong, but I've been through so much in my life. And because of that, I feel like I've just been eating and eating. And it's not even been a case where I feel like I've had a break. Things never come easy to me. I feel like I always have to fight for things. I always have to fight for success. I always have to fight, you know? So it's not been easy for me. I don't really feel like I've had a time where I've just rested. This is actually the time when I can honestly tell you that it's the happiest time of my life. I always find myself going through a breakup or being in an abusive relationship or traveling, going to another country to teach and learning new system. Like, I've just been experiencing a lot of things in my life that's caused me to stress. And because I stress a lot, I find comfort in food, and then I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat. And guess what? I put on weight. Another thing that I feel like contributed in me putting on weight was me eating late, okay? I'm not gonna just blame myself for this because at the time as well, I didn't know about intermittent fasting. For example, if I had a gig out of the country, it's very hard to eat early because a typical day on a gig away would be going for sound check around 2 or 3, doing sound check, finishing sound check, then move to getting ready to be stage ready. And then once you're stage ready, you have to be on stage and sing. By the time you're done, it's probably 10 p.m. By the time you change and get ready to go back to the hotel, it's probably 11, and then that will be time for you to eat because you missed dinner. It was just like my lifestyle of being a singer and traveling and doing gigs didn't really allow me to eat properly. I always find myself eating late, but like I said, I didn't know about intermittent fasting because the good thing about intermittent fasting is that you can actually manage the time that you eat. You can eat late, but as long as you're fasting properly, you will still be able to lose weight. But I didn't know about it then, so I would just eat late and eat late and eat late, which to me is linked to lifestyle as well. To be honest, I was eating a lot out, which is my next point. Obviously, it's linked to doing gigs. If you're traveling, you're away from home, you're gonna end up eating out. But I'm not gonna say that I was only eating out on gigs. Seriously, even when I wasn't on gigs, I was spending a lot of money eating out, which wasn't needed. And the thing with eating out is that you don't know how these people are making the food. You don't know how much salt they're putting in there. You don't know how much oil is going in there. You just don't know the process that the food that you're eating has had to go through before you see it in front of you. While I was on a gig, yeah, like you don't have a choice. You're out of the country, you have to eat. But at the same time, when I was home, I didn't eat at home always either. Another thing that I feel like has caused me to put on weight is my love for food. Guys, I love food. I love food. I'm a foodie. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I went to Spain for a gig and we had the 3-course meal. It was soup that I had as my starter. I think it was chickpeas and prawns. I had that soup. I kid you not, this was like at the beginning of my intermittent fasting. So my stomach was shrinking already. I will give you the details about all those good stuff about intermittent fasting in another video. But at this point, I already started my journey. I was doing the intermittent fasting and it was working. My stomach has shrunk. I wasn't eating as much as I used to before. So I had this soup as a starter. I was so full. I didn't believe that after that, I still went ahead and had the main meal, which was, I think it was like squid and fries and salad. And then I went for dessert. I shocked myself. How did you even manage to still have a main meal and a dessert after you were so full? So guys, it's not a joke. I feel like this has been the biggest issue for me. My mom can testify for this. Like, every time I dish my food at home, my mom is always telling me, Sergine, that's too much for you. And I'll be like, no, mom, it's not too much. When I put the food in my plate, I would feel the need to finish it. Even when you're full sometimes, because your brain is used to overeating, you still overeat because you're not thinking about it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's still an issue to me right now, even though I've been doing the intermittent fasting. And just thinking about it as I'm talking, you're better off putting a small portion in your plate and then adding more later than putting a lot of food in your plate and feeling the need to finish it. Your body is not a bean, okay? Because if you keep on adding more food every time you eat, your stomach is also expanding and your stomach is going to require you to eat more and more and more. And trust me, it's not worth it. Once it's time to lose weight, losing weight is so hard that most time you just end up giving up and eating anyway. If you can prevent yourself from putting on the weight and working so hard to lose it, then do that, sis, because it's not easy to lose the weight. I love food and I know that food addiction is a real thing. So I'm not really coming here to say, oh, I've been diagnosed, but I really got to a point in my life where I asked myself a question whether I was addicted to food. Yeah, it was a serious thing. My love for food made me eat a lot of food and I put on weight as a result. This was my video on how I put on weight. I really hope that when you watch this video, it's going to encourage you to analyze what you're doing right now. If you're thinking of losing weight, or if you're that person that is looking at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you don't like what you see, maybe some of the stuff that I've shared would help you to actually analyze what it is that you're doing wrong. Because at the end of the day, you can decide today that you want to do an intermittent fasting. You can decide you want to go on keto. You can decide to lose weight today or go to the gym. You're not going to be able to see the results if you don't stop the bad habits. The bad habits have to stop before you can start your journey. I'm going to film a video on my intermittent fasting journey. I'm going to share what I'm doing. You're going to see my before and after pictures. I wanted to do it for a year and I've only been doing it for 4 months now. So I'm still in the journey of losing weight, but I'm going to share with you because I've seen huge results already. I didn't want to go too much into intermittent fasting on this video because this is not about how I'm losing weight. This is about how I put on the weight. So watch out for that video. It's going to be coming out soon. Make sure that you start working on stopping those bad habits so you can see results if you're thinking of losing weight. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share, like, and follow me on my social media platform. Let's keep in touch. I'm gonna sign out for now. I hope you look after yourself. Take care and God bless. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Guys, I love food. I love food.